So many people tell us that it's hard to get started with giving and receiving sexual touch. They might say it's awkward, and we'll say, yeah, it is awkward. But that's not a good enough reason not to do it. So it's helpful to have some sort of relied upon process to help you get in sync with your partner. So we highly recommend something called the harmonizing process. It's a process that helps you get into your own body, breathe together, make eye contact, get in sync. We've been using this process ourselves since 1996, when we discovered it in Dr. Gay and Kathleen Hendricks' first book, Conscious Loving.
So, in doing this, what's really important is to actually take your body and face your partner. And secondly, you're looking at your partner directly into their eyes. Just that is a very intimate act. There's a lot of possibilities for emotional closeness by simply taking the time to face and look.
So frequently people get into polarization around, I can't touch you physically until I feel emotionally connected to you. And then the other person says, well, I feel emotionally connected to you when I touch you physically. And so then they get into an argument about which comes first. So this actually is a way of getting emotionally connected in preparation for physical connection without words.
Now this is really important because intimate, non-verbal interactions are as good as talking. And we're not knocking talking, but we're saying people forget this part and how important it is.
So this process, even though we highly recommend it as a way of getting in sync before giving and receiving pleasurable touch, can be used during conflict. One of you could call time out, and you could both take a few seconds to get settled, and then one person could say, let's just stop talking and do the harmonizing process. It could also be used as a preventative for conflict, to do it daily, to feel more connected and more in unity with your partner.
So let's get started.
So we invite you at home to do it with us.
So you're going to face your partner, and you're going to pick who is partner A and who's partner B, and I'll be partner A.
So partner A, you're going to begin just breathing at your own pace, maybe deepening your breathing a little bit.
And slowing it down is good for me.
And partner B, that's who I am right now, I'm going to match his breathing. Now it's important to drop any judgment of whether he's breathing right or not. Is he breathing deep enough or not? Let go of all of that and just try on his own unique way of breathing.
I'm just breathing deeply and fully.
And I'm just matching him. So at home you would want to do this for at least a minute.
Maybe 2 or 3. You can use a timer if that helps.
Simply breathing together, one person leading and one person following.
And then after a couple minutes of doing this, we invite you to change who's breathing and who's following.
So now I, with partner B, I'm going to start to breathe at my own pace. It might be different than my partner's pace.
And I'm going to have no judgment about this. I'm just following her beautiful breathing. And I'm looking at her.
And after a few minutes of this, we're going to invite you to let go of who's leading and who's following.
You're just going to breathe together. And you're just matching each other. You may want to notice what's happening in your body as you're being partners in breathing.
And this could be enough, or often we'll add something else to it, and that something else is to move. I'm going to move just a little bit so that I have access to my hand. I'm going to put my right hand, and I'm putting my legs between Bob's legs. I'm going to put my right hand in the middle of his chest. He's going to put his right hand in the middle of my chest, and I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to sort of adjust it to where it feels most comfortable.
And then we're going to breathe. Nobody is leading.
And we're making eye contact.
And we're connecting at our heart centers.
I can place my attention on the feeling of his hand in the middle of my chest and how warm that is. And I may need to adjust my position so I'm not straining.
And I'm also noticing my legs are touching her legs at the same time as my heart center is touching her heart center through my hand and her hand.
So we invite you to do this as long as it feels good. Allowing a little smile. And when you feel complete, you can thank your partner. Thank you.
It's a wonderful experience to practice on a regular basis. For me, it harkens back to a lot of practices in mystical traditions around the world, which have to do with breath and focusing on the larger breath, the pulsation or the breath of the universe. And here we are together experiencing the breath of life.
We invite you to make this a daily practice. You can do it in the evening before you go to sleep, in the morning when you wake up. You can do it in spooning together.
For many years now, we have done this practice, spooning. We go to sleep together, breathing and spooning. It's something that I look forward to every night.
And don't forget to use it as a way to get in sync before an experience of touching.